Well, you know there's going to be plenty here when you get back.
Definitely.
That's for sure.
Well, I mean, so I feel like
wanna take some
maybe I
insects
need
with you?
Jordan's toothbrush.
Wait, you need what?
Jordan's toothbrush.
Which one?
This Jordan?
Or this Jordan?
You know, let's grab them both.
You're going to grab both toothbrushes.
Yeah.
Okay.
But do you exist in this world?
We'll find out.
Whoa.
Yeah, we're roommates, and it's right where. Oh wait, no. I guess we all three of us live together.
I feel like I maybe lost by winning.
Yeah, but we're never home.
It's like the equivalent of like the Japanese sleeping tubes.
Yes, yes. And we have
Capsule
jobs.
hotels.
Like we
Yeah.
have real jobs, so we're always at work, like doing real work, not
Right.
just wasting our time cleaning insect floors. Lotharius. Lotharius? Lotharius.
Lotharius.
Lotharius. Okay,
Lotharius.
so you have 2 toothbrushes. 2.
And I did roll a 6.
You did, so you gained the skill. 2 toothbrushes.
It helps him clean.
Well done. You have those. It does. It's going to help you clean whatever you might encounter. So you're heading off toward the courtyard as well? How are we doing with this gum over here? All right, yeah, you're going to have to roll for that, though.
Oh.
Ah, okay, so you both succeed a little bit at that and fail a little bit at that. Could you translate that for everyone at home that does not actually know what you were saying? You figured it out.
So, Ferdarius is able to take some of the gum out of his mouth and figure out the sticking properties of that. But I think the result of that is that it's just covered all over him. He's just gooey and glommy and gross.
Okay.
That is really
From
nasty.
that, from that, because I succeed a little, fail a
So
little.
is your skill being covered in gum?
So you were trying to take the gum out.
Well, I didn't get a skill because
Yeah,
from that.
and you also
But
didn't
yes.
fail. So you
Right.
were, you were trying to take the gum out. Yeah, we'll say you are now sticky and gross, and like every.
But I figured out how to take the gum out of my mouth so that I can start sticking it on things.
this time.
Right.
You're not
Okay.
entirely sure you could replicate the process if forced to.
I'm sure.
Right. Okay. Sure.
I'm sure.
You're sure, but like you're not sure. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So now you start squelching your way to the central courtyard. So all of you are basically arriving at the central courtyard at the same time because Hell's public transportation is surprisingly effective. And you're all gathering up in the
What does that say
courtyard.
about LA?
What's up?
So what does that say about LA?
I mean, nothing that hasn't already been said before. You're all gathering up. You see all these other imps. Maybe you've seen them in passing. Maybe you've handed them a taco, but you can't be sure. You'd recognize like the touch of their skin, maybe, because some of them touch you like in an uncomfortable way when you hand them a taco.
They like linger for a second. They like hold. It's like we hold hands and we have a moment, and then they spit on me, and then I'm like,
It's really confusing.
Thought I made a friend.
It's very confusing.
I thought we were done talking about dominatrix stuff.
We're never done. Everything is secretly about that. And BSB Care has added Mammon, Lord of Avarice, to the game.
Oh, nice.
This is the demon that appears up by the podium to make an announcement as part for the course in the courtyard. Mammon is a affectionate, mouse-like
oh,
cat.
mouse-like cat. Have fun.
Hear one? Affectionate, mouse-like cat.
I understand that those two species aren't technically diametrically opposed because, you know, whatever, but I mean, Tom and Jerry, bro, I just can't.
It's Mammon, the mouse-like cat. Meow.
So his customary theme song plays before he makes an announcement, and a puff of smoke and brimstone appears by the podium, and then suddenly the smoke clears after everyone is coughing and their eyes are watering, and on top of the podium is a normal-looking cat. Kind of goes over to the microphone and kind of just rubs its face on it.
Oh my God, it's Mammon! Woo!
Clearly, haven't been here too long. Have you?
You guys have no idea what he's trying to do. Not the slightest idea. This is how these assemblies typically go. Like they call you all here. Mammon shows up. He seems super nervous to be in front of everybody.
And we're all just like, are we gonna get in trouble for not doing our jobs right now?
Does anyone have any specific questions or like nothing is really happening? You're all kind of staring at him. He's sort of staring at you back, but he's not trying to make direct eye contact with anybody.
Mammon, why are we here? I have a lot of baked goods I need to do. Is this something that I need to be here for? Could you speak louder? Okay.
One word.
Wow!
That's right. This is the way these things typically go. Like, there's always a few people that are gonna like try and ask him something. It's really awkward. Nothing ever really seems to be accomplished, and then he vanishes, and all of you eventually decide to leave. But if anyone else has any questions for Mammon,
Well, as he's just up on the stage, I'm just gonna like take the thing off and just pop in a VHS of Hot Tub Time Machine 2 and just start like searching through to like find a good scene for it.
and he kind of jumps nimbly down off of the podium and comes over to you and starts just sort of like rubbing his body against your thigh. And just kind of leans over and bats the stop button on that, then jumps back up on the podium.
Can I go up to the podium and just say, what, ma'am, what are you whispering in my ear? Now I'll just say it for everyone.
Oh, okay. So you're going up to the podium and
I'm gonna go to him.
you're approaching Mammon.
Yes.
On the podium.
Yes.
I'm gonna need you to roll for that.
Lol.
That was almost really cool though. Like I thought it was going
Yeah,
on.
I was getting in on the
Stop
edge.
it! Stop it with your sixes.
So I mean, they can make me change dice if they want, but it's gonna cost them.
If you don't, this guy may be sleeping on the couch tonight. Oh.
Fine. That's where my bed is. So you go up to Mammon, and you're going to try and help a brother out.
yeah.
But as you approach the podium that he is currently perched on, a wall of flame shoots up, and you jump back just in time to avoid being completely immolated. And Mammon just sort of like looks at you and gives you an apologetic shrug.
I lean in and just hit play on the.
You do gain an
Yeah.
experience point.
Okay,
You lean into hit play?
Yeah.
You're gonna start it up again?
Well, he left.
Okay.
What? Who would expect this time machine in the hot tub again?
So Mammon kind of looks over at you again and jumps nimbly off of the podium and comes over and this time just real cursorily kind of rubs his body against you affectionately before reaching over to bat the stop. And goes back. Did you press it again? Okay. Roll for that. Roll to press it again.
Okay.
Jesus.
Can that count as VCR management?
Yes, yeah, because you are managing a VCR.
All right.
Oh!
I feel like I did
That's a
pretty
new
good.
skill.
Double sixes. All right,
You get a
so
new skill.
okay, so you go to
Annoy
press
Mammon.
the VCR play button again, because you don't know what's happening, but you are supposed to be doing your job.
Well, yeah, I know that like this is not at the right place right now.
And the hellish gleam of dark power glows in Mammon's eyes. And a jet of black lightning comes streaking down from what passes as the sky here, arcing right for you. And so you got double sixes when you were trying to manage a VCR.
Yes. I'm real good at what I do.
You gain a new skill, and this is a level 3 skill. This is going.
Obstinate VCR use.
Obstinate VCR sounds
Button.
like a really weird Japanese like fighting game technique.
Well, good, yeah, no, I like obstinate button pressing. Obstinate
There we
button
go.
pressing 3. Because everything has to get more and more specific as you get it. It has to be harder and harder to use it as you get better at it. So that black lightning comes jetting down toward you, and everyone else collectively holds their breath because they know what's about to happen. You're about to
I'm
be
about-
turned into a burger.
I'm gonna get smote as shit.
Yeah, burger-wise.
Burger smote.
Burger smoke.
Like
the
a-
worst thing.
Like an actual
Yeah.
burger, or like maybe a baked good?
You've only heard rumors.
Okay. I'm just a little worried.
But right as
burger
the
bean.
lightning,
Okay.
time seems to freeze. And right as the lightning comes down to strike you, obstinately, you reach your finger forward and press the play button on the tape.
Right.
And as you do, you complete the circuit between your body and the portable VCR machine. And the black lightning travels through you, which is very unpleasant, but not fatal. You are not burger smote. In fact, the TV is burger smote. And everyone just kind of stops. Because this isn't supposed to happen. The will of the greater demons is always supposed to be upheld, but somehow, you just averted that. And Mammon stops.
So
And
now,
vanishes in a puff of brimstone.
Oh.
whoa.
Leaving you all alone.
So now my TV
tacos.
VCR is just a burger.
Tacos.
It is a burger.
I poke
Wait,
it a few
just a burger
times.
or it's a burger VCR?
It's a burger VCR. It's a VCR that looks like a burger, like an 80s kind of
Does
thing.
it have bread? Is it like bread?
Nope, it's
okay,
plastic
never
bread.
mind then. Fine.
But you are not sure until you touch it.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna go over and attempt to eat just the bread parts of
You're going
it.
to try and eat the bread parts of his VCR.
Yeah, I gotta throw those into the bottomless pit. I mean,
Do you want to keep her from doing that?
Well, yes, I absolutely want to stop you from trying because I need this.
Okay.
Okay.
So that's going to be a VCR management role on your half.
All right.
And then what do you have to
well,
try
all I
and eat
have is
that?
baking.
No,
but
this
that's
is not baking.
Really the same,
This is not
so-
related to
okay,
baking. So this is do anything.
So I
I mean,
roll
it's
two?
consuming
You roll
baked
2.
goods.
It is,
I
but
roll
that's
1.
different.
Oh.
I can't beat that.
All right, so you fail.
Yep.
Unless you want to spend that, I mean, you're still going to fail, but you could spend
No,
it
yeah,
if
I
eating
do.
baked goods is part of your
Eating
job.
baked goods.
Okay.
Yeah, it's very important.
So you gain eating baked goods 1.
yeah. 2.
Oh, right. Yeah, that's a subset of bake. Well, no, because you weren't rolling baking. You were rolling do anything.
It's still 2. Yeah, if I get a skill, it's 2.
Hold on 1 second. I'm just gonna confer with chat real quick. Chat, if you could help us out in the chat panel. Which one of us is GMing this game right now?
Oh.
Is it?
Okay,
is
I'm
it
sorry.
me or is it?
So,
I'll throw up a straw
Eating
poll.
baked goods 1 is the same thing as do anything 1?
Oh wait, hold on, chat. 1 second. Let me confer with you for a second. What would you do if you were embarrassingly wrong after getting into a conflict with your wife live on the air? What would you do? How would you handle that? Just say, yeah, humility. I think that's right. I'm gonna just assume you're all saying humility. Yeah, eating baked goods 2 is what you have.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
You're such a great GM.
Thanks for pointing that out.
Face!
Anyways, so you do not eat. You are able to manage your VCR, even though it now looks like a novelty burger VCR,
Right.
well enough to keep her from eating it. Have any of you guys ever met before?
I mean, we've probably seen some of each other in
I've
passing.
seen their hands.
We've met because
Have
we're
you?
roommates.
Yeah.
That's true.
Their
I
hands.
think I've seen. I'm like, some of these hands might be familiar, but I'm trying so hard to keep delivering the tacos that I have
Yeah.
in my window.
See, I'm sure at some point I end
Hold
up with
on.
like a taco
And
in my hand
actually,
I haven't noticed because
we're
I'm too
roommates.
busy
No, you
looking
guys are
for
roommates.
bug feces.
Your roommates with Jordan Pridgeon, who for some reason is
Oh,
down here in hell.
is
And
another
also,
person in hell.
And also Jordan Caves Callerman, who is also down here in hell.
Okay, yes,
But
that
you
makes
two are
sense.
not roommates.
But I
Alright.
don't feel bad about using their toothbrushes because those two a-holes really deserve it.
That's what I've heard.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like,
I mean, I've heard one of them is like super addicted to his wife.
guy sounds like a
In
shit
public
bucket.
on air.
Right?
I mean, jeez.
What an idiot.
I mean, to be fair, he gets his comeuppance in such a way that, like, it's pretty embarrassing.
pretty
I
great.
mean, like, I don't know what emasculation is like, but he does.
He's intimately familiar with it. But he's at work at his real job right now. So none of you.
Otherwise,
know each
I don't
other
think.
by-
I think I rarely come out of the caves of the blockbuster of
Blockbuster.
hell.
I mean, like, you gotta figure that this is hell, so there's just insect feces everywhere.
Not here, actually. The courtyard is actually pretty nice.
Really, so it's like not in the tacos or the VCR
No, that's
or
what they
on
put in
his
the
gum?
brochures.
Oh, all right.
So.
No, I keep my taco.
I
my
just,
taco
I
Bell
just
clean.
realized that I have not been fulfilling the other part of my job, which is placing gum where people are going to step in it.
You have not been doing that.
So I am gonna, like, as I see that people are starting to leave, Fardarius is running all around trying to get right in front of people and put like pats of gum so that people are gonna step in all this gum.
Do it. Do that thing.
Oh.
Strategic gun placement.
All right.
Did I say gun?
It did sound like gun.
Gum. Strategic gum placement.
Very
Very
That is
important
one
difference.
letter away
you
from
said
being
it. You
really
strategic
cool.
gun placement.
Canon.
Two
Canon
very
now, he's
different
got guns.
You were one letter away from being the engineer in Team Fortress 2.
Yeah.
So close. So close.
Or
But
some Overwatch character.
what's actually happening, everyone is not running away. They're all shuffling kind of impatiently, and you're able to stick some gum underneath their feet. They'll notice later when they start to move. But they're all staring in awe at the stage, where there should be one smoking burger, but instead there is a fully non-burger smoten imp and a novelty burger VCR. And one of them pipes up from the crowd, how did you do that? You should be dead.
Look, I've just got one job, and
Yeah, we've all got one job, man.
well, I guess you should be doing your job instead of whatever this bullshit is.
Maybe this is his job.
No, that's not a satisfying answer, because you should be dead. Like, this doesn't happen. And you hear a chorus of agreement from all the other
Well,
everyone.
I think what could say it best is this.
And I play a bit of. Which goes.
Which bit?
The bit's like, well, sometimes fate just gives you a hot tub time machine. We just got in this hot tub because we wanted to have a good time, but then it became a time machine another time. And if we hadn't just kept being in the hot tub, we would have never known that a time machine was right in front of us.
Is this the guy they brought in to replace John Cusack?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So do you pause it at that
John
point?
Tuzak.
John Cusack.
So maybe that's the weird pirated Chinese version of the movie.
No, this is Hell's version.
Oh, all right.
So it's Turkish. And
I pause it there.
you pause it.
Okay, so I guess what he's trying to say is, this is a time. I don't understand how that relates.
That's a good point.
Well, hold on though. None of us are resisting.
Preach it from the mountain, brother.
All right, you guys are all being like real supportive of this guy, but he's an aberration. Like he's gonna get us in trouble.
What does his nationality have to do with it?
What?
You said he was an aberration.
Yeah.
Yeah, those guys who live like in Australia.
I fast
Oh, no, those
forward
are
a hot tub
Aborigines.
time machine just a little bit, and then play it again. And goes, well, this seemed like a crazy debacle, but at the end, I think we all grew from it. Yeah, buddy, I sure am glad we got in that hot tub time machine a second time. Even though things looked bad, it was for the better. We made history right again. No more Hitler.
Maybe this is better than the actual hot tub time machine too.
Nothing ever goes wrong with 8 guys.
Version of Hot Tub Time Machine 2. That's what Mel has.
This one got like an 84% on Rotten Tomatoes. This one's pretty decent.
Channel, do we need to make this movie?
So I'm sorry. Were you speaking up there, Skrull Gathy?
Yeah, well, maybe he's saying he used a time machine. I mean, I'm just saying, it kind of seems like that's what he's trying to say over and over and over again.
All right,
continuously.
well, in a sense, I have this thing, and when you watch a movie, you go all the way to the end of the movie, and this can take you back to the beginning, and I like to think of it as my own little time machine.
So,
Okay, we're getting off topic because none of this still explains how you were able to not get burger smoten, man.
with time. Obviously, it was with time. That's what he said.
Hold on. You control time?
Yeah.
He has a VCR.
Well then, why aren't you a major demon? We should all be worshiping this guy. He's got control of time.
Get us started, bro.
Okay, all right. Well, let's see. What's your name?
It's Bullauger Grobert.
Okay, just show of hands. Who thinks we should start a new religion worshiping Bullauger Grobert? Grobert. With a B or a P?
With a B.
It's important for our holy text.
It's with a B.
All right, I mean, I'm raising my hand for this one. You see a general smattering of hands going up around the courtyard.
This means I get to serve a taco to a greater demon.
Oh, well, yeah. Are you hungry? Grobert? Do you want some gum?
I could eat.
Some gum.
I could eat.
Give you some gum.
Do you want to try and give him a taco? You can get in his good graces right now when
I
he's
try
on
to
the ground
give you
level.
I try to give you a taco.
I will take taco.
Wait,
Do I
okay.
have to roll to take taco?
You do not, but you have to roll to give him a taco
Would-
because you are a little bit
Does that
awestruck.
go with the portable taco delivery?
I mean, it isn't hurt by the fact that you have a portable taco delivery station.
Would a taco shell be considered a baked good?
They are baked here
Oh,
in
that's right.
until they are baked.
I'm going to try to intercept that.
Okay, wait, hold on. So you are not going to
Canada has a
resist
chapter.
receiving a taco.
No.
You are trying to give him a taco.
Yeah.
So first roll to try and give him a taco.
So do I roll
That's
with
2
mine?
dice,
Okay.
because yeah, this is aided by your portable taco delivery. Is that it?
Yeah.
Okay, I can't beat that, but I'm gonna roll anyways. Okay, and then you do successfully begin to hand him a taco, and then you're going to try to eat a baked good.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, mostly just the taco shell or anything baked.
Oh, it's a tie.
Whoa.
It
Oh,
is a tie.
are you gonna spend a point to turn
Yeah.
that other
Oh,
into
yeah.
a 6?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
All right.
Wow.
So.
Punk.
Intercepting, how do I say this? Eating intercepted baked goods or intercepting
baked
goods?
goods.
Intercepting baked goods.
Baked good theft. I
Well,
like
no, because
that.
you're eating it. Like that would be a
True. It
different.
has to be
Stealing a baked good
eating,
would be
you're right.
different. So you are
Wait.
eating baked goods that don't belong to you. 3.
I like it.
I like, in a general sense, you're Homer Simpsoning, right? I mean, he's done that, like, jumped in front of a thing and, like, taken the...
Oh, you guys don't get The Simpsons here.
Oh.
That is not anything that's on.
No. What? We only get one episode of South Park that we have to watch continuously, and that's the only thing we get.
And it's everyone. Think about your least favorite episode of South Park. It's that
It's
one.
always that
It's
one.
that one. So you go to hand him a taco,
Samson.
and he's like okay with it, and like sure, I'll take a taco. And as you do, this weird person comes out of nowhere and eats just the shell. So you actually end up just dropping a handful of taco fillings into his outstretched hand. So you did give him a taco, kinda. It just doesn't have a shell anymore. And you managed to get most of the shell lodged in your throat, so it's very uncomfortable, and there's nothing around to drink.
Don't worry. I'll figure it out. It's my job.
Will you?
Yeah.
All right, so she dumps a handful of taco fillings into your hand.
Okay.
Are you cool with that, or does this anger you?
This isn't something that's really like ever come into my wheelhouse of things I had to deal with before, and is not a situation that is directly addressed in the movie Hot Tub Time Machine 2.
That's correct.
Although there is a
Are
similar
you sure?
situation.
Isn't there a scene where they go, who knew that our hot tub time machine ended up next to this taco stand?
No, okay,
It was
okay.
chimichangas, bro.
Just for reference, because
Yeah.
I'm not 100% sure what to do, I rewind to the scene in the movie where it's like, oh, Frank, don't throw up in the hot tub time machine.
Okay.
And I see that and I'm like,
This is probably bad.
and so I toss it into the crowd just to get it away from me.
Okay, everyone scatters at the. Oh, no, Bo Lager has touched this taco meat. It's cursed.
What?
Don't you mean blast?
No, that would be weird. This is hell. Why would we bless anything?
Sorry, I'm new.
Doesn't make any sense. Clearly, you're new.
You want some gum?
No thanks,
I'm
new
gonna give
guy.
you some gum.
You just shove it in his mouth.
Yeah.
Well, I'll allow you to do that.
Oh, okay.
Just for comedy.
All right. Sure.
He's now chewing pre-chewed gum. Okay. So, all right. So clearly, you want us to bring you offerings? Is that?
Bring me a portable VHS player.
So you all are watching this happen. Clearly, like you're trying to get in with this guy's good graces.
Yeah.
Like this is ground floor major demon stuff, and you wanna hitch your wagon to this guy. Any of you feeling like you want to appease this guy, or
I
you have
mostly,
an
I
indifferent
don't
feeling?
care who's in charge. I just want to do my job.
No, you're actually majorly distracted right now because there are
Right,
sharp shards
sure.
of taco
That
shell
too.
in your
So,
esophagus.
I mean,
So I'm good over here.
much like the player, I'm sure my imp does not have the best vision. I'm just gonna assume he's covered in bug shit, and it's just. I mean, I have these 2 toothbrushes.
You're gonna clean him?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, really, when you think about it, ground taco filling meat from Taco Bell does kind of look a lot like bug shit.
Yeah.
And he's got it all over his hands, so yeah, go for it. Yeah.
All right, yeah.
Try and give him a thorough scrubbing. Are you going? So this imp just kind of approaches you from the crowd with 2 toothbrushes out and starts like heading right for you. Are you going to just see where this goes?
Well, I need my hands. I need my hands for the process of continuing to fast forward to strategic points in
Okay.
Hot Tub Time Machine 2, which is also, I'm starting to realize that there's a cult that's being formed around me, and realizing that all I have to build on is the plot of Hot Tub Time Machine 2.
Okay.
So I feel like if I'm not able to be forwarding and rewinding through Hot Tub Time Machine 2, then it's bad. So if he tries to go for my hands, I'm gonna
You're going for his
avoid it.
hands, right?
I mean, that's where all the taco meat is.
That's true. Okay, so roll 2 toothbrushes. 2.
Okay.
And I mean, you're trying to manage this VCR, so I would say you
Yeah.
could resist with VCR management.
Okay, I'll
That's a
resist
7.
with VCR management.
And a
Ooh,
7.
7.
Now, do you have an experience point?
I do have an
Because you
experience
could spend
point.
that to turn this into a skill.
I'll turn it into a skill.
Okay.
What skill would it be, though?
I would say, so this is VCR management. We'll call it VCR management under duress.
Okay.
3.
Ooh.
Did I get experience for what I did?
You didn't fail. You tied.
Yeah,
So when you
same.
tie, you don't get any experience points. Tying is the
bullshit.
worst. So you go to clean his hands, and you're trying super hard to not let him clean your hands. So really what everyone gets to watch is some sort of like Three Stooges-esque little bit where he's trying to get the VCR managed and you're trying to clean his hands, and somehow you end up managing the VCR, and then you come out of a door somewhere else, and then like then the band just kind of stops, and like
Yeah, I
the
was
band
imagining
plays
Benny
for a
Hill,
bit.
right? Yeah, okay.
And the end result is there's now
Benny
taco
Hill.
meat all over. Oh, Benny Hill. It's really big here. There's
Benny
taco
Hill.
meat all over your burger VCR. And one of his hands is kind of clean, so yeah.
And maybe
You
I got
take
to
it.
eat a little taco meat.
You probably did.
That seems. Okay, I'll take it.
Everybody wins a little bit.
Does the
I like that we all
VCR
lose,
still
too.
work?
Well, it's hard to tell at this point. You could try. But as you go to try, there's another loud ding from the sky overhead, and suddenly Tom Lommel's visage appears. All right, okay, listen up, you maggots. Speaking of which, Janice, could I get a couple maggots in here? That would be great. We're getting some unconfirmed reports that one of you has resisted the powerful dark magics of a greater god, demon god, lesser known god. Not me, though. But thanks for asking, I assume. And that just is not going to be allowed, so we're sending the extermination squad down there right now. So if everyone could just kind of hang out where they are and wait for extermination, that would be great. So have a great day, and we'll see you guys later. All right, Tom Hummel out.
Wait, they're gonna come exterminate all of us? If they do that, I can't keep throwing all of my baked goods into the bottomless pit, and I have to do that. It's really important.
That's true. It's an existential crisis you're going through right now.
Yes.
Also, your throat still hurts from all those taco shards.
Well, that was important enough that I pushed through it, but now it's still stuck, and I'm focusing on that again.
Okay, good.
I'm like immediately like trying to get my tacos out of there and back to the Taco Bell.
Remember, we don't have to be faster than the demons. We just have to be faster than her.
Wait, I know what to do.
I'm a solid.
I'm gonna try and
delivery
use the
person.
VCR because I've got a scene.
We're all gonna die. We're all gonna die.
And I'm just running around in a circle.
In circles? Okay. Everyone else is trying to do that too, but they're all stuck to the floor. So they're all falling over in various different ways because they all have gum underneath their
This
feet.
part sounds more Three Stooges-y.
It does, but... I have no response. So you're trying to find a certain part in Hot Tub.
Yeah.
So I think at this point, you were able to remember the two most important scenes in Hot Tub Time Machine 2. The one where they learned a valuable lesson about using hot tub time machines. And the one where all of them were really glad it happened because they were able to stop Hitler.
Yeah.
But those are the scenes you're most familiar with. So if you're going to try and find any other part in that, we're going to need to see what your knowledge of Hot Tub Time Machine 2 is like at this point.
Okay, I think there's a specific scene, but let's roll to find out. And I
Okay.
guess that would be VCR management?
This one is not VCR management. This one is trying to
own
recall
thing?
certain scenes from Hot Tub Time Machine 2.
Okay, so this is do anything.
Are you trying to find that scene where they get pelted with taco
Ooh.
meat?
So what was the scene you were thinking of that you were
The
trying
scene
to
I was thinking of is when they realize they have to rally even though the forces of evil Hitler and Genghis Khan.
Yeah, that was a
are
fever
going
dream that
against
you
them.
had one time on your sick day when you
Oh,
still
yeah.
had to work
So
rewinding Hot
Because
Tub
when
Time
I have
Machine.
dreams, they're about Hot Tub Time Machine
Yeah,
too.
yeah, that actually never happened. But it kind of gets mixed up with real life because that day you were rewinding Hot Tub Time Machine 2 a lot, so you kind of put a lot of stuff into that. So now we're not entirely sure how well you remember Hot Tub Time Machine 2.
So can I rewind to where I think it is and then play it?
Yeah,
and then
sure.
it's-
Yeah, you did that.
Okay, and I'm like, wait!
What? Watch this.
This will tell us what to do. I open it up and it goes, huh, I didn't eat your beans. Someone else must have done it.
And then it just fades to black for 3 minutes. Like,
I'm just like,
so everyone's freaking out. They're all trying to run around in circles, but they're falling over because all of their feet are gummed to the floor. And as you guys watch, you see that all of the different various pathways to the courtyard of hell are crumbling. They're crumbling off into the fiery abyss around you, leaving you all kind of stranded on this island of a courtyard, with the knowledge that the extermination squad is on its way to take out each and every one of you for daring to resist a major demon.
Way to go, ass face.
You stopped this before. Can you do it again?
One of the chips kind of works its way out of your throat at that point. It just kind of lands on his face as you're talking.
Oh, I'm gonna eat that.
Gross.
Do I have to
No,
roll
you can
for it?
have that.
I thought it was Mommet who was cat-like.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Weird.
I don't even know how I stopped the thing last time. I just kept pressing play because he kept pressing pause and it wasn't at the right spot yet. So I'm going to like kind of quietly just pick up my TV VCR that now looks like a hamburger, put it on my head, and then just like turn and start running. And there's nowhere I can go, so I'm kind of just gonna make like
Yeah,
run
also
laps.
your feet are gummed to the floor.
Oh,
So
no!
as you start to do that, you topple forward, and did you secure that to your head at all?
No, I was
You're
just
gonna need
carrying
to try
it.
and manage that VCR and make sure it doesn't go flying off of your head.
Oh my god, if my VCR breaks, I'm gonna flip the fuck out.
Oh, you're probably fine.
Yeah,
you're
I'm
fine.
good.
As per usual, your top priority is always making sure the VCR is fine. So you hit the floor like nose first, but you make sure the VCR is great. So your nose is bleeding now, but your VCR is fine. Are any of you trying to do anything else while all of this chaos
You
is
know, it could
happening?
really help that problem. Some gum. We can gum it to your head.
So all our
all
feet
the
are stuck to
time.
the floor?
No, not you guys' feet, because you were doing other things at that point, but his definitely were.
Trying to like get my taco. I'm like, I don't know
Oh,
where to
your
go.
taco stand is gummed to the floor.
I mean, if there's no passages anyway, then there's only one clear option, and everyone's a fool not to have realized it. I'm gonna hide amongst the tacos.
Okay, so you're gonna try
In
and
the
hide
taco cart?
inside
Yeah, I
the
am going
taco
to
cart?
try
I am gonna resist that.
much like a chameleon
Okay.
to, or, you know, like, an actor. I really want to like. What's that process where you sort of live as the thing you're going to portray?
Method acting?
I'm going to method act as a taco.
You're gonna method act
Not
as a
allowed
taco.
in my taco cart.
So okay, hold on. So this is either, correct me if I'm wrong.
Tacos are allowed in the cart, therefore.
This is
are
a
not a
two-step
taco.
process, right? First, you're gonna try and inhabit the headspace of a taco, and then you're gonna try and pass yourself off as one.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't want the taco to inhabit my headspace because that would be cannibalism if I ate. what you-
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah. But am I correct in assuming
Yeah,
it's a
no,
two-step process?
yeah.
So first, try and get into taco space.
All right. You know, the funny thing is, that's not even the first time I heard that today.
Where'd the cookies go?
Why did you?
Oh, they're over here. I'm sorry.
I have this thing on my shirt.
Oh, here you go. Here, just use that one.
Okay.
It's fine. We've got plenty.
Yeah, I know, but I have an affinity for that guy.
Oh.
That one's trying really hard. to
Okay,
bring her-
so you gain method acting too. So like now you've created on the fly a backstory for your taco. You were a humble, pile of cornmeal in a kitchen in the middle of nowhere, but through much adversity and many struggles, you have now become a taco.
Your mother and father were chalupas, and you rebelled a little bit.
Yeah, you were like, nah, man, I don't even want to be a
I think
gordita.
people who follow in the family business are just lazy.
So now, for all intents and purposes, everyone is pretty sure you're a taco. And now you want to try and get into the taco cart?
And yeah, be with my crispy shelled brethren.
Okay. All right.
So as she's resisting, I'll let that.
But I mean,
happen.
if you.
Okay. This is gonna get real confusing. All right, so you start going over to. So you have become the taco, and you are heading over in a state of taco nirvana to be with your people.
Yeah.
You're not gonna let this happen.
No.
Okay, so roll to
You're
resist
not a
that.
taco.
Now this is.
I know tacos.
This is not portable taco delivery, because you're not really delivering.
Portable taco
tacos.
defense?
Well, that would be. This is do anything. So I mean, if you get a skill, so you just roll one die for this one. But you're method acting, so you get two dice.
Ooh.
Nah.
Ooh.
Now it's
might have
taco.
Oh,
That's
it
not
was
my
a six.
six.
Okay, okay.
tie.
So it was a
Wow,
tie,
why so
but you
many
gained a
ties?
skill.
Which was
Um,
portable taco defense.
Taco defense?
Yeah, I
That's
think so.
exactly what I was thinking. I'm
Or
so glad we arrived at
Taco
that.
defense.
Taco defense.
Somebody make that as a
two.
video game, please.
Taco defense 2. I'm sure
Hashtag taco defense too.
And
there's
please-
probably 6 of them on Newgrounds.
Start it as Taco Defense 2, just
It
so
almost
that they-
definitely exists.
You got to start it as Taco Defense 2, so everybody's like looking for Taco Defense 1, and there'll inevitably be some hipster out there who's like, "Ah, bro, you're not hardcore if you haven't played
Taco
like
Defense
the original
1."
Taco
Yeah.
Defense."
So you start heading towards the taco cart, and you're like, no, this guy's not a taco. Clearly, I just saw him. He was just talking with the toothbrushes. But as he starts heading over and he gets closer and closer to the tacos, it becomes harder and harder to distinguish him from the rest of the tacos. And all of a sudden, you kind of lose track of which one of them is the taco and which one of them is the person pretending to be a taco. It gets really confusing. And you also sort of get confused. Are you an imp? Are you a taco? You've really lost yourself in this character. So you both just sort of start like pacing around the
Dreaming I'm a
outside of
taco
your.
or a taco dreaming I'm an imp.
Exactly. Yeah. You're both sort of just pacing around the outside of your portable taco cart, like just sort of waving your hands in front of your face in a state of general confusion. But he's not really able to get inside, and so yay, defended the taco stand.
Well,
so while that's happening,
yeah. Well, I noticed there's a taco there.
Yeah,
and
all of a
obviously
sudden.
there's a
Circling,
baked
there's a
good,
taco
so
circling.
I gotta go and try and eat that taco.
yep.
Clearly, you
So,
do.
Eating?
How could you not?
Now
Right?
tacos. I mean, what would you say as a taco is? What is a taco's purpose in life?
As a taco, speaking as a taco,
Right.
my raison d'etre, as it were, would seem to be to get shoved in someone's craw hole.
Okay, so are you going to resist being eaten?
I don't think that I can in good conscience, but
Wait,
but I feel like in order to like do that, I probably need to successfully method act.
but you're not complete. I think you would resist because you don't have any fillings in you yet.
Oh no, he's pretty sure he does.
He's
pretty sure
He's method acting as an
full
entire
all
taco.
taco. Entire taco,
He's
not
not a
just
taco
taco
shell.
shell.
Yeah.
See, but
Oh,
all right,
I
well,
see.
am I just
I
like we didn't go this deep into my backstory? Am I like? Am I like
no, you went deep.
am I like a Ronin taco, or am I like part of this taco clan? Is it my purpose to be served?
No man,
by
you're
her?
Doritos Loco taco. You're from
You're-
south of the
All
border.
right.
You're
Does
authentic.
she now feel that this is one of her tacos in need of defense.
Yeah, am I confused? Because I think he might be a taco.
This is rapidly becoming the most difficult to adjudicate situation that has ever arisen in a roll for choose game.
Everything is going against itself.
And that's insane. So, okay, so you're gonna try and eat him.
Winning.
So roll to eat him.
Wow, did I just quote Charlie Sheen?
You did, way to go.
Wow.
12. You are going to have to make a successful method acting roll to let yourself be eaten. So I guess you don't want to make this roll, but you have to do it anyways.
Well, I mean.
Wait.
Oh, wait.
But you rolled for eating baked goods that don't. Oh, that don't
Belong to me.
belong to you. Okay.
Yeah.
Didn't want to. I was thinking. Never mind.
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah, he does not belong to you. He's his own taco. 10. Ah. All right, so you fail. But you could spend this experience point right now to turn that 4 into a 6 and gain a new skill.
You know, I think I'm gonna have to because that would also tie us and make it even more convoluted.
It doesn't tie you.
Well, yeah, because
It
it
doesn't
doesn't
tie
change
you.
the actual
You'll
roll.
still
If
fail.
you,
It's just a
But you
skill.
do gain method acting as food 3. Okay, so
You know I'm
You're
gonna
not
frame
gonna-
this paper at the end.
you're not going to allow yourself to be eaten. But you may not have to worry that much about it because you notice one of your tacos is in need of defense. So you're going to need to roll taco defense.
I can't believe how disappointed I am as a player to have
no way
lost
I
that
can
roll.
beat this.
Oh, you could have been eaten just now.
I was.
I was going to send you home and everything. So you got a 3, so you failed. You're now so confused about what does and does not constitute a taco that you just kind of just step back and watch and just let this happen. And like maybe you'll step in later and say like, oh, it was my fault.
Jeez, Mom, I can't believe you let this happen.
So you are a taco. You're a
Are
taco.
you one of my tacos? I don't
And
even
she's
know
coming in
anyone.
to eat you, and you can't let this happen. You're an imp. You're not a taco. You're a person. So at the last minute, you just kind of shove her face away from you, and then like all of you are standing there, just real confused, because he doesn't even seem like a taco anymore.
Yeah. What? Wait. What? Where'd the taco go?
Why are you asking me?
Meanwhile, you hear the distant sound of hell sirens.
God damn it.
It's a long, uninterrupted tone that just sort of sounds like a distant buzzsaw. It always sounds distant, and the closer it gets, the more distant it sounds.
Okay,
So
so
that's how you know the exterminators are coming.
what do we have around us? Like, what's in this courtyard?
A lot of confused imps,
All right.
one VCR that looks like a burger,
Okay.
one portable taco delivery stand, two toothbrushes, a big wad of gum that is all over your body in various different
Is there
places.
a fountain of any sort or
Yes,
anything like
I
that?
was
Oh,
getting
there's
to
the
the
stage.
delightful decorative fountain in the
Okay.
middle, and then a stage with a podium.
Then I want to try and use my VCR and the fountain to create a hot tub time machine.
Okay.
Yes. Yes, 1,000
so that
times
we
yes.
can escape. Since there's no direction to escape, we escape through a different
time.
dimension. Through time.
Okay. So what skill are you going to use to try and create a
Doctor
hot
Who
tub
now.
time machine?
If I use my VCR to like throw it into the water and make the like electrical.
So you want to try and use VCR management.
I want to jump in the water and then like throw the VCR into the water so that the electrocution turns it into a time machine.
Okay, here's what we're gonna do.
This feels kind of like Bill
As
and
I
Ted.
believe what
I'm
happened
very
in this.
believing.
Here's what we're gonna do. So you're gonna roll VCR management.
Okay.
I'm gonna roll against you 4 dice because this is technically impossible.
Yes.
If you succeed, you will have successfully VCR managed your way into creating a fountain time machine.
All right.
If you fail, you're going to be electrocuted in a fountain.
Does this count as under duress? So would it be VCR management
You know-
under duress?
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Oh, yes!
VCR management under
This
duress.
is VCR management. This is a desperate time.
Thank you.
It calls for a
That
desperate
is
time.
awesome.
All right. So do you want me to roll first so you know what you need to beat, or do you want to roll first and then see if I can beat it?
I want you to roll first.
Okay.
And then we'll see if I can
Come on,
beat it.
winner
Here's what you
strikes
need to
first,
beat.
and we're gonna win.
To create a hell fountain time machine.
Ooh.
That's a
That's
13,
a manageable,
right?
That's
but
very beatable.
Yeah, especially with 3.
No, 12. That's a 12.
Oh,
12.
That's very beatable.
come on, buddy.
Right.
Dare I?
Do this. Come on. 13.
13!
Yes!
Boom!
So, you're panicking. These guys are all trying to eat each other, or becoming tacos, or like losing sight of what is and is not a taco. This guy's over here like, I've got gum, and like, somebody has to do something. Everyone is panicked, and you feel a certain degree of responsibility as the new god of this courtyard
Right.
of imps to create some sort of way to get you guys
But
out of
I
here.
know basically one thing.
Hot tub time machines.
Hot tub time.
So, looking at the fountain, which, you know, the water in it's pretty hot. This is hell.
It's hell.
And, like, really, if you were to knock off the top layer of the fountain, it's kind of a tub. You're
Yeah.
like, this could work.
Sure.
So, using the sum total of your knowledge of hot tub time machines, you throw the VCR into it. destroying the VCR. As crackles of electricity start spreading out from it and breaching the surface of the water.
I mean, like bad, like drawn on crackles, like an 80
No,
movie, like
these
Bill and
are
Ted
real.
style.
These are real, like disappointing, real life VCR crackles that just
So
happen
not
for
like
a second.
Highlander the Quickening.
No, and then it stops, and then it stops, and you stand there like, oh no, that didn't work. But then, Highlander the Quickening style VCR lightning bolts start spreading all over the. They come up out of the ground and start like spraying in an arc. Yeah, Queen starts playing.
And
You guys are
as
intimately
this
familiar with
happens,
Queen.
Bowalger looks at it with like a very serious look.
Thank you.
Closes his
for
eyes
that,
and just
man.
nods once. This is how it was meant to be.
And
This is
you
right.
feel like one of the beams like strike you in the chest, and you feel it become part of your knowledge and your being, and all of a sudden, you understand that this fountain is now a hot tub time machine, and it is your one way out of this courtyard. So do you announce that to everyone,
Yes.
or are you just booking it?
I yell.
Everyone in the hot tub time machine.
And I hope you do it in exactly that.
And then
creepy voice.
I leap into the hot tub time machine and belly flop my way into the water.
As you do, in typical hot tub time machine fashion, the water begins to swirl, kind of throwing you around the edge of the fountain, but pulling you in closer to the middle. Everyone
run and
else,
jump in.
You're jumping
Yeah,
in.
no, I'm
jumping
going.
in. Jumping
If
in.
it looks like a toilet bowl, I'm going.
It's a toilet bowl.
Yeah, all right.
I'm like trying. I'm like
Oh,
jumping in, but also trying to make sure like I grab some of my tacos with me as I
connected
try
there.
to
Trying to
jump
take the tacos?
Yes.
Roll for that.
Oh man, the player
It's
took
like
some
taco
damage.
defense.
This is taco defense.
Taco
Alright.
defense.
I can't get rid of my tacos. They're too important.
Oh no. Oh! What? Wow!
We both critically failed, but I critically failed harder. So sure, you grab as many tacos as you want. How many do you want? An improbable number of tacos?
Yes.
You can take that. Somehow you grab 600 tacos.
I'm imagining like an Adventure Time
666
character,
tacos.
just like, oh,
You have an endless taco pocket with which you can store tacos.
I would
ew,
like-
dude. That's, come on. Kids watch.
I would like to breeze right past that and have you make a note on your character sheet. You are now carrying, thank you, Nick, 666 tacos. You have lost your portable taco delivery stand. You can't bring that. That would be crazy. That doesn't make any sense.
You know the funny
It's
thing?
gum to the